So the energy the past week has been whoa, whoa, holy hell. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. It feels like, wow. It feels almost as if the emotional consequences of misalignment are like almost snap manifesting in my experience. More of the time, I'm feeling the weight of time, of lost time, of wasted time, like truly wasted time, like doing something useless, like scrolling. Like even in some cases, there's some benefit to scrolling if I'm like trying to learn about something, like if I'm trying to watch a video on how to do calisthenics or whatever, like there can be a benefit. But when I'm saying like the impact and the weight of truly lost time, like doom scrolling for no reason, losing focus, losing attention in here in the headspace, in the third eye, and losing attention here in the feeling space, it has an emotional consequence that is reacting to the 3D physical with a quickness for me. And it's not feeling so good. Misalignment feels really bad. Misalignment feels consequential, and continued misalignment is continuing to feel gross. Beyond that, I've been thinking about the concept of every single thought. Every single thought. Now, in the passing clouds of thought that come from the subconscious and are fed and filtrated through this flesh body, energy body as well, there's a few things that it goes through before then it even comes to the mind. There's a few systems. I'm recognizing beyond those that I cannot control, the ones that play on loop in the background, the weight and the consequence of those, and how if I really want things to actually change, if I want the mystical magical manifestation, if I want the mystical magical getting $500 for no reason manifestation for doing nothing, that comes from aligned thought. That comes from aligned thought. Now, there's things that, require devotion and time, and that is a different kind of manifestation. But if I want the mystical, magical poof, it comes to me in some kind of way or another, whether that be people, experiences, money, that requires conscious effort. That requires a conscious intention. That requires. Because before I can ever let it be automatic, before I can ever let it just kind of be going on, I don't disagree with people when they say that it can get to a point where you no longer have to think about it and actually things just come to you effortlessly. That is a possible reality. However, no matter what, there is a level of some sort of effort that is required. You have to change the constructs and the systems in which you think. You have to change your schema, the way that you operate through perspectives in your world. Things have to change. That takes a conscious action, whether that's robotic affirmation, whether that's I used to count guru beads, like mala beads, and I would literally do mala beads to help reprogram my brain. There is a conscious effort and an intention and a focus and then an alignment that gets you to that point, and then some every once in a while maintenance to keep it that way. But no matter what, there's no escaping it. There is some sort of action. I'm recognizing that, and I know that. I'm saying this maybe to help somebody. It's like to just remember, like, no matter what, it's gonna take some, whether literally, metaphorically or not, getting up and doing it. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. Another thing I am noticing in the energy forecasts, call it an energy forecast. Maybe I'll theme that as how I'm gonna title this video or something. Limitations are the purpose of this level. It's not punishment. It's not trying to cause difficulty. It's specifically trying to create friction. And I'm also noticing that limitations are actually like these little, they're like little roadblocks. They're little like literal feeling, energy, maybe even actual physical detours, like on a road when there's a blocked off section. The limitations actually are part of the answer. The limitations are actually part of the answer. And I say thank you to those things. I say thank you, I'm grateful. Thank you, universe. The machine, the mechanism, the program is working as intended. The machine, the mechanism is working and is being programmed and it's working as intended. It's showing me something. What is it showing me? That is what's feeling really important. It's always going to be being soft and it's always going to be being receptive in some case, but it's asking another question. What is this showing me? It doesn't have to be so complicated. We like to make it complicated, but there is nowhere else to go in your life. So wherever you are, you better get comfortable, because the present moment of wherever your life is wherever it is. There's nothing you can do about that. There is only ever what's going on now. You must surrender to that if you want it to change in some kind of way. So I may as well sit here in what the situation is and ask questions and redirect focus. If I focus on it being wrong, I will prolong the wrongness. If I focus on a question and I ask it, what is it trying to show me? Then the material world can start to physically manifest in a way to give me the lesson. Because then instead of being like, oh my God, get me out of this level, I'm so upset, I hate it, I don't like it, I can ask the question, and then maybe the level can start, if you're catching what I'm saying. Instead of being like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, and like shaking the controller, but like not playing the game, I can sit here and I can ask the question, or I can move the joystick literally by asking the question, and then maybe the person or the experience or the whatever that is needed to be shown to me to understand what I need to get out of this level can start. But that requires me to change my mindset, because if I'm focusing on the wrongness of this is not going how I wanted to constantly, okay, well then I'm just going to be stuck in this level forever. And that's scary. I don't want that. So I need to change. If I can't jump to a really good feeling place, then I need to get just a little bit higher. And just a little bit higher is asking a question. You can be in a state of asking, and that is better than being in the focus of holding wrongness, of gripping the wrongness. I'm realizing in this energy forecast, it's not in this week, really namely the past 4 days, it's not punishment, it's intention. I came here with a purpose. I chose to be in this specific body, with these specific conditions, with the specific families, with my specific life experience. I have to remember that. Remember and be like, what is this showing me? What's the point? If I want to forget and I go to sleep and work a 9 to 5, I can do that. But that's not what I want. I'm doing the other thing that is more challenging. It is more difficult. I'm not saying that the other version doesn't have difficulty, but this has different challenges. This has different difficulties. But if I want to actually go this way, then I can't sit in the middle and be like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my God, this is difficult. Oh my God, this is difficult. Like, I have to pick one or the other. And if I'm going to pick this, then I have to commit. And that means asking questions. That means focusing on intentions. That means taking care of robotic affirmations. That means being on my own ass about how I think. I think that's all I have to say.